Well, let's speak now to Osama Nazzal. He's a Palestinian affairs analyst and joins us from Jenin in the occupied West Bank. Thanks for joining us. Were these unprecedented Hamas attacks on Israeli civilians in particular? I mean, we saw those awful scenes at that festival. Were they a huge mistake on Hamas's part, given what they've sparked?
First, as a Palestinian citizen, we reject the killing of any civilian, whether a Palestinian or an Israeli. But we have to blame the victimizer, the oppressor first, not the victimized. We have to blame the Israeli government that refuses to end its occupation of the Palestinian land for decades, and it rejected all the peace initiatives presented by the Palestinian Liberation Organization and the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and Yasser Arafat before him. So when it is determined to continue its occupation and colonization of the Palestinian land, what should the Israeli government and its supporters expect from the Palestinians? Do there any people on this planet approve of living under colonization and occupation forever? Do any people accept to live without a future for their children and for their communities, without any possibility for development? The Palestinian people are like any other people on this planet. They have the right to self-determination, they have the right to development, they have the right to live in peace and security. So killing civilians is not accepted, but we need to understand the root of the problem. The root of the problem is the Israeli intransigence and the Israeli colonial mentality that leaving the Palestinians without any other option.
Okay, you talked there about the root of the problem. You also said you do condemn civilian killings. I mean, I'm just asking, given the reprisals that we're seeing now, do you think it was a mistake or do you think it's justified?
The Israeli government is committing a historical mistake, really, as the Israeli army minister declared that he is going to cut water, electricity, and medicine to Gaza. And the other mistake by his prime minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, who threatened Egypt today if it allows any aid shipment to the Gaza Strip. So the people who make mistake are the people who starve children, who starve women, who target the ambulances and kill the paramedics and the doctors in the Gaza Strip.
Okay. I mean, obviously a very difficult situation in Gaza right now. Not much getting through in terms of water or food with that siege going on. Are there anything humanitarian organizations can do right now?
I think every government and every institution on this planet can do something. It is the responsibility first of the United Nations, the body that represents all nations. Its responsibility now to press the Israeli government to stop its decimation operation against the Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip and in the West Bank. It is the responsibility of the powers that have been calling for peace all the time. But when they are put at stake, we see how they provide military aid to Israel in order to hit harder the Palestinian people. It is the responsibility of the Arab world and the Muslim world who keep silent. And in the end, Gaza will not remember the words of its enemy, the words of Benjamin Netanyahu and Gallant. Gaza and Palestine will remember the silence of the Arab and Muslim world and the friends of Palestine.
All right, Osama Nazzal from the occupied West Bank, thank you very much for joining us with your perspective there.
Thank you.